See, vertical suplex, superplex, actually right there. Show the replay and everything. This is hard to talk about because I don't want to sound gross or anything. So I'll say this. If y'all have allergy problems, congestion, things like that, the way I heard Navage be described, then Navage is a perfect way to help you along with nose spray and any other medication you have for your allergies. Me, I don't have a job. This is closest thing to a job I have is podcasting. So I don't have the means of making money to get something like Navage. But from what they say about Navage, it is one of the best ways to help with your sinuses. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Right, just 10 seconds left. Yeah, Steamboat and Jake the Snake are being interviewed. Let's see. He was being welcomed back by Bob Caudle, and he said, "Thank you very much. That it's a pleasure always to come back here to wrestle." He said this has been like home away from home. So those fans have been wondering what he's been doing for the past 8 months. He said he was been making tours over to Japan. Been to Japan about 3 times at that time. He said it's a learning experience. Very successful, he said, by the way. Let me add. And he was talking about how he would study the martial arts, so that's why he would go to Japan. The reason he went there 3 times past 8 months because he felt like he was slacking off in that department, so that's why he went back to learn more about martial arts training and stuff like that. And Jake the Snake said it's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure to tag up with a gentleman like Ricky. I enjoyed it, he said. I'd like to take this opportunity right now to say, hold on. He said, I look forward to do it again. He said, just like take this opportunity to tell everyone right now. So a lot of things happening around here. Don't really understand why they are being that happen. All I can say if the opportunity knocks somebody, it's gonna hit the dirt. By them come as they're walking out and coming to the interview is Ron Best, the new TV champion, and Jay Youngblood. He said, I want to come back out here. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. He said, I heard a lot of, I'm best for saying this, I heard a lot of people shooting their mouth off that they want to challenge people. He said, I'm tell you something. If you want to, all you have to do is put your name on a contract to face me. I'm talking to you, Super Destroyer, the Grappler, Ivan Koloff, the Andersons, anytime, anywhere that you want to wrestle, either himself or Jay Youngblood, singles or tags, they're ready for him. And Jay said, that's right. I'll tell you what, Jay said, this man right here is probably one of the best that's ever held the TV belt. See, he came here, he's done exactly what he said, and he's going to keep it. Mm-hmm. Believe we're going to see Piper and Skandor Akbar coming out here. So that's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. First, they're going to show a match with Sergeant Slaughter. And this is a 15-minute time limit also. They announced him being from the United States Marines at 305 pounds. Sergeant Slaughter. His opponent from Georgia, 230 pounds. Here is Mike Davis. So matches like this that really drove home the importance of the television title. Mhm. I don't know how to do sound effects for things like timers or anything like that. So I would have to ask somebody to set the time for me, tell me when 5 minutes has elapsed. However, I do like talking about this, and even if I have to be quiet for a minute while this advertisement plays, I'll wait for the rest of the action to happen because sometimes I do run out of things to talk about. However, I do have to mention this commercial or this advertisement. It's about the Muppets. I think it has to do with an Airbnb, which I don't even know if that's even possible to happen, but it's interesting though. They even show the critics from the Muppet movies. Oh, this whole show. Oh, this whole advertisement is about Booking.com to find you the right hotel. They end with Gonzo flying on a rocket. Let's see. Lock up by Sergeant Slaughter, knee into the gut a couple of times. Let's see. Mike Davis gets thrown into the ropes by Sergeant Slaughter, but he thought he was going to go for an Irish whip. But instead, he keeps it and he runs right into him with a knee into the gut. Let's see. Two knees in the gut. Excuse me. Does like he's going to give him an Irish whip. He gets him into the corner to the ropes, hits him with another knee in the gut, and he flips. Lands on his back in the ring. Picks him up for a gut buster. Goes for a knee drop. Picks him up. Scoop slam. Picks him up into the corner first. Top corner turnbuckle. Forearm over his opponent, Mike, I believe it's his name. So falls off the turnbuckle pad onto the mat. Yellow tries a couple of lefts, I believe. He still gets hit with a lot of forearms instead. Right hand, though, by Mike. Gets hit in the forehead with the right hand. Irish whip by Sergeant Slaughter. It was almost like a. Try to think of what you. Almost like a corkscrew elbow into his face. Knocks him down. Let's see. Jumps up to kick him into the face. I like how he has the letters USMC on the side of his tights right there. Backbreaker. Let's see. I think it did like three more backbreakers. Let's see. Irish whip. Let's go from this time. I think that was a clothesline. If it was a clothesline like I think it was, that should have been enough to end the match. Goes for the Cobra Clutch. I believe that's what it's called. Okay, just call for the bells. He had to tell Slaughter to let go of him. Raises his hand. Victory. Okay. All right. Really enjoy this, and I hope y'all don't get tired of me talking about Mid Atlantic, but I may have spoken about this once or twice in my podcast, but I didn't make it a weekly topic. So I'm going to use this as a weekly topic, especially when especially when you think about how that leads into You go into the year 1982, that was only 1 year before Starcade. So when you look at things like that, it makes me really excited to do that. To talk about these old shows again. Thank you. Thank you to the people who continue hearing me on Launchpad One and me responding to promos on Spreaker, modern day promos so I can practice dialogue myself. Thank you to those people too who listen to that podcast on Spreaker and who listen to my video podcast on the Daniel Veillon Gazette here on YouTube. Right. Come back. Show that's Abdullah the Butcher looking up with his opponent. Throws him through the middle rope, outside on the floor, in front of Roddy Piper. Puts his forehead into the announce table. Uh, he has to get back in the ring though. Don't even. He's on the apron. I don't know if the referee's gonna put up too much of this. Let's see. Ooh, put his forehead into the corner. The corner of the ring apron. Ooh, let's see. So it looks like it's gonna be thrown out. It looks like he's biting the rope because he's supposed to be a savage. Let's see. He's getting him off the ropes though. Oh no, he didn't throw off the match. Okay. Irish whip. Single hand thrust to the throat. Headbutt. Runs to the corner. To cross. Elbow. 1, 2, 3. No. So Piper told him to pick up his forehead, not to beat him at that time. Looks like he's going for another elbow. Gets it. Good. There's an old saying, less is more. The Roddy Piper said he didn't want them to fuss until it was too much. And that's just about what you would expect from Roddy Piper because of his antics. An opponent was Ron Ritchie. Let's see. Right here is in the next contest of the evening is looks like it's Youngblood and Bass waiting for the arrival of their opponents. Here is one half of the opponent opponents don't know it. Swartz is the other half, I believe. Harris starts with Young. It's unfair, though. Harris must be at 3 times bigger than Youngblood. Lock up. Irish whip. Ooh, shoulder block takedown by Youngblood, and a wrist, then a hip toss and a drop kick. Okay, so it's Harris who's got tagged in. 265-pounder against Jay Youngblood. Tags in Bass. Comes in there, does Bass side headlock. Those look like horseshoes. Back of his tights. Irish whip. Ducks that elbow attempt. Side headlock again. Let's see. Forearm into the gut. It just aggravates him more than anything, so it hits him with a couple of elbows over the back of his neck. Does Bass. Causes him to tag out to his partner. Single leg takedown. No, double leg takedown to Bass. Bass kicks him with his other leg. He follows that up with a monkey flip. Tags in Jay Youngblood. Right hand. Ooh. Headlock takedown. Roll up 2. Kick. Okay, fine. Manages to kick out. Does Youngblood. Davis, I believe is his name, or something like that. Almost got away with a handful of tights, too. Gets in the corner, but Jay tags in Bass. Right headlock with the right hand. Let's see. That's just a side headlock. Gets out of it, though. He's hoping to do some kind of armbar, and he trips him. Go for an armbar. Let's see. Tags in his partner. Holds up Ron's arm for him to get hit with the right hand. Oh, then forearm over the shoulder of Bass. Wrist lock. Okay, now he gets in his corner, tags in Jay Youngblood, comes in with a chop. Side headlock. Into the gut a couple of times. 3 times. Let's see. Irish whip. Back body drop. Forearm. Scoop slam. Cover. Kick out after 1. Ooh, right hand. By Youngblood, then a couple of thrusts. Both of his hands at the same time, actually. Tags in Bass. Holds their opponent for him to come in with the right hand. Let's see. Run face lock. Let's see. Excuse me. See what happens here. Right hand to Bass, tags in Youngblood. I didn't mean to, but I went forward instead of backward. Roll up 1, 2, kick out. Let's see. Chop from Youngblood. Side headlock takedown by Youngblood. Okay. He's getting up to his feet with Youngblood. Let's see. Irish whip. Jumps down so that, okay, he was hoping for Jay to run over his back. Jay kicks him, though, in the back, side headlock, tags in Bass. Bass comes in with the right hand, blow over the back, front face lock, down on the mat, adds pressure. On face lock, let's see, tags in partner, run Bass, gets out, gets him in a bear hug. Let's see, Ron does here. Right hand. Okay. Another right hand. Okay, let's see. Right hand to his stomach a few times. Elbow. Okay, forearm. And his partner, the ball headed at one, hits him in the stomach. He'll up his arm for his tag partner to kick him in the stomach. Ooh. Right hand into the forehead. Right hand into Harris's forehead. Another one. Knocks him down. Tags in Youngblood. Irish whip. Drop kick. Vertical suplex by Youngblood. Running elbow. 1, 2. Kick out by Harris. Right hand. Right hand. Tags in Jay Youngblood. Irish whip. Double chop by Youngblood. Another chop. Tags in Bass. Scoops. Almost like Oklahoma Stampede. 3. Win the match. Right now, out next is the promo from Ivan. Said, I'm very impressed. People like the Slaughter. This Abdullah the Butcher. You know, I've spent most of my time, such as, oh, hold on. You're going to have to hear that. Definitely. Learned most of my wrestling from the American style from guys such as Ole Anderson. So he was tag team partners with Ole Anderson. He said, I'm looking forward. Looking forward to tagging up with him again on occasion. And then any challengers now for this championship belt I'm holding. He said in a nutshell. Imboat is back in the area he mentions, and all these people. Out comes Austin Idol. And then Sergeant Slaughter comes out. He said he's willing to face anybody and willing to face anybody in the area. Just put your name on the contract. and don't face anybody. And he said, next time, have your shoes shined, your hair combed. Don't talk until I say, till I give you the order to talk. He said, is that clear? He said that was all they had for the show. Yeah. And Austin Idol, the only thing I really remember is how this promo was mainly, I'm talking about how good looking he is and how if any women out there that are married, they'll be maybe they'll be fortunate enough to have a child that is good looking like him. Then the rest is history. By the way, they call him the universal heartthrob, so it tells you something right there. And that's all I want to say right now. Thank you and goodbye.